And we're back for another episode. In this episode we're going to be doing the level 45 Paladin quest, and I'll be able to get the first 4 pieces of my artifact gear as well. So I am back here next to Genlin's in Uldar, which is next to the, or in I should say, what's called the Hustings Strip, next to the Chamber of Command. So let's talk now to Genlin's and see what we have to do. So the quest is called Poisoned Hearts. It says Genlin's wishes to assign you your most daunting trial yet. So welcome friend, I have important news for you. In my search for the traitor I have been looking through old records and discovered something chilling. Around the time the traitor Zolgzag was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultan's Swarm met with untimely deaths, but strangely our records do not say how they died. Curious, I begged the favour of an old friend and received permission to inspect medical records kept by Frondale's prostistery. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways, some in combat, some suddenly at night in the barracks, but in nearly every case there were signs that poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison, carefully, invisibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw that the dark hand of death's embrace at work. Assassins in the pay and service of Monitoris, okay. A society so secretive that few believe it truly exists. But no matter how skilled and devious the assassins, they should not have been able to kill so many of the Sultan's Sworn alike without being discovered. Not that is, without help from within our own ranks. So I asked myself, who had the most to gain from their deaths? One by one, the former captain, his trusted aides, and the most capable of the Sultan's Sworn, who might be future commanders, all of them slain by an invisible hand. And with their deaths, the way was open for Zolgzag to become the Sultan's Sworn's youngest captain in a century. The Monitoris were plotting to kill the best and bravest of the Sultan's Sworn, to purge its ranks of greatness and enervate so that it could no longer carry out its duty to serve as sword and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how did Zolgzag remain captain for 30 long years? How did he avoid the poisoner's kiss when men better than him had succumbed? There can only be one explanation. He was the Monitoris cat's paws at the turncloak in our midst. Needless to say, I am more determined to track him down than ever before. While I continue in my investigation, I have a trial for you. I want you to seek the Gallant armour, the legendary remnants worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultan's Sworn. In accordance with Sultan's Sworn tradition, the set that would be yours has been scattered across southern Fanalan. Each piece has been locked within a coffer, which will be guarded by 2 men. You must bet the Sultan's Sworn themselves if you are to claim their armour. Okay, so we need to go get the armour in southern Fanalan at these, it seems these 4 places. So let's go. So I'm going to teleport straight to Little Alamigo. So the artifact set for Paladin is called the Gallant set. So I'll be getting the first 4 pieces right now, and the pieces I'll be getting will be the headpiece, the gloves, the legs and the boots. The chest piece I will get after doing the level 50 quest. So hopefully Mithrie is going to start looking like a real Paladin going forward. So let me quickly mount up and let's go. So the game does start becoming extra interesting once you get to 45, because then you can start really getting, you know, the feel of your class. Most of your abilities will be unlocked at this point, and you'll start looking like your class as well. Okay, here's the first one. I'm going to quickly stone skin. I'm going to put up shield off. I'm going to summon my chocobo. Okay, so let's do this. My general rule of thumb is usually to go for the casters first, because they usually go out quicker. So keeping stone skin up for myself as a way of keeping the amount of resistance I have as high as possible. We cast it again. And Stone Skin is borrowed from Conjurer at level 34. So as long as you have a level 34 Conjurer, then you can press P, go to Additional, press on Conjurer and enable Stone Skin as one of your extra abilities. Okay, so let's see which one this is. So, obtain Gallant Armor. Okay. Here we go. So I've obtained the gloves. Let's try them on. Okay, that's the gloves so far. So let's go for the next piece. I'm just going to withdraw my chocobo and go to the next camp. Bit annoying, I'm going to have to go around here to get to that point. It's funny, I never even noticed this down here before. I'm going to summon my chocobo again. Okay, so again, I'm going to go after the caster first. Just used Fight on Flight because it increases my damage dealt by 30%. Hopefully it'll make this part of the fight a bit. Not really much of a challenge for me right now, especially with my chocobo helping me out. And one weapon I picked up was the level 42 Man Company weapon, so that's the spare seal to do it. Okay, so let's see which piece this is next. Okay, so that's the legs, so let's try them on. Okay. Interesting legs. Let's get the next two. So the next two pieces are the headpiece and the boots. Now I do actually have already the full Dark Light set for tank, which I can wear at level 50. So you can see here, heavy Dark Light Flanchard for tank. One other piece I've also already got for Paladin is the item level 90, is the Valar Surcoat, which has the Bifle Mythology points, So it's the item level 90 set that you can get for Paladin, because that's the next set I'm going to be going for, given I've already finished Bar completely. So hopefully that'll be my next main. So I always try and make sure that I cap my mythology points every week, and all the spare philosophy points I have these days I'm spending it on Dark Light gear for my alt classes. Okay, here's the next fight. Okay, here's the caster here. I figure it's better to get rid of the caster first, because you don't want it boosting up the melee DPS with like stone skin and claws and stuff like that. Better to just get rid of it. About my defensive cooldowns, I just don't need them. Okay, so this one is... Let's see. So this is the crown. So let's take a look at it. That's a nice crown, isn't it? Okay, let me go get the boots. It's very close by. Okay, which one was the caster? There he is. Okay. Quick stun. My chocobo is actually a damaging chocobo. Okay, so now I've got the boots. So let's try them on. There you go. She's starting to look kind of nice. Well, of course, Mithrie always looks nice, but in this armour she's starting to look like an actual tank. So once she hits level 50, we will see her in completely different, far more superior gear set. So let's just give a quick happy for now. Okay, and a quick cheer maybe. Okay, so let's now report back to Janlin's. So we're going to teleport straight to Uldar. And you can use the Aethernet straight from here to go to the Chamber of Rule, because that's the quickest way to get there. Okay, so here's Janlin's. Let's talk to him. So it says, good, the armour is yours. You have learnt your lessons well and honed your skills. and now you're ready to face Zolke the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I have discovered his hiding place and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial, as is preparation. We will leave only when you are ready. Okay, so complete. Okay, well, let's see the next quest. So, the next quest is called Parlay in the Sagoli, and I will get the ability Spirits Within. So Jen Lins wishes to know if you're ready to face Zolkzale. So let's accept. So the recovery of Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultan Swan. I have told Zolkzale that if he returns the sword we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise he shall be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. Now the parley is to take place south of Forgotten Springs and Sagoli Desert. Give me your map and I will mark the location. While I believe he is acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain that the monetarist will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that should the monetarist discover Zolkzale is willing to parley, they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do, not to anyone. We should travel separately so as not to attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. Okay, so we need to rendezvous with him at the Sagoli Desert just south of Forgotten Springs. So I'm going to teleport right there now. Parley is a word meaning basically like surrender in French. Or I come in peace or whatever. It's something equivalent to that, a way of saying, you know, don't attack me, I give up. Okay, so nice, I've made progress with Paladin, level 45, so I'm going to be getting all the others to 45 and then the final grind to get them all to 50. So there's going to be a lot more videos like this for each job, showing me getting the artifact gear sets one at a time very soon. Okay, so because this is glowing, there's obviously a fight involved. I'm assuming this sword is the Oathkeeper, so let's see. Okay, so duty calls commence battle for parley in the Sagoli. If your level is 49, it will be synced. Okay, above 49, sorry. Well, Mithrie looks awesome, doesn't she? So you dare to come. You are a brazen one, I will grant you that, but did you really think I wouldn't find out? Come, confess. My allies within Sultan Swan have told me the truth. I know you are working in the league with the traitor and the monetarist. Confess. With your dying breath, you will tell me where I can find Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. Do you dare accuse my own Sultan Swan of lying? We are comrade in arms, every one of us, bound in the brotherhood by our oath. I would trust them with my life. What is your word when set against theirs? We know the meaning of honor. You are a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the Paladin that the traitor Zolkzale gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a paladin, and as such, you are bound by a code of honor that is as unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree that your body shall lie here and feed the crows. Okay, so I've got sword oath up. I'm gonna, or shield off, I should say, put stone skin. Okay, let's start with the smaller one, see what happens. Usually a good idea to go for the ads first because they die quicker. Okay, let's kill the squire because I think the squire is healing. No, that's sick. Going on a stance again, kill myself to death. I don't know if they're all shooting actually. So that guy was actually curing, so let's get rid of the other ones now. Let me reduce stone skin, put some other defensive cooldown. Mercy strokes because it will give me a 20% heal. There you go. Mercy stroke healed me for 660, so it's a very good ability to have. Stone skin again. As you can see, I am relying on these abilities that are coming from Warrior and from White Mage. Sword off and fight or flight, so I can try and put the thing as quickly as possible. You notice he's using an ability called Spirits Without, and I'm going to be learning Spirits Within. Okay, so I've used Shield Bash to disrupt it. You cannot do this. I am the greater swordsman, your superior in every way. You were blinded, Janlins, by your own conviction. Janlins, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow Sultansworn. So those men were assassins in service to the monetarists. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. Liar, you are their agent. You betrayed us for them. You were always naive, Genlins, too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues, but you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think, the information you uncovered, how did you come by it? Did it all fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you of their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the monetarist lapdogs. Genlins, you've been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Then you were never a traitor, you were innocent. I have wronged you. Easy now. Your wounds aren't mortal, but you still need to rest. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse, and we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You become a fine warrior and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. I think perhaps you are not aware just of how much you've grown. Well, 'tis time you were made a were-paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so the sword is still here. So let's now go back to Genlins and Uldar. Yep, same place. So again, Aethernet, Chamber of Rule. There he is. Safe and sound. So, Paladin, I have done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I am recovered from my wounds, at least those that will heal. But far more important than that, Solkzay is innocent after all. He was never a traitor, and the dream I followed in my youth was not a lie. I remain captain of the Ally, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I am now working on a plan to strike back at the monetarists and restore the Sultan's One to its former strength. No, do not be afraid of me. We've unmasked the foe, and he cannot hide behind his deceptions anymore. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I will bide my time, marshal my strength, and when the time is ripe, strike hard at our enemies. Okay, so that's complete, and get the ability Spirits Within. Cool, so now that the ability Spirits Within. Okay, so let's take a look at Spirits Within, see when we might actually use it. So it says Spirits Within delivers an attack with a potency of 300. Potency decreases as HP decreases. Additional effects silence. Okay, so this is a silencing ability. So I need to put it close to my hotbar. So I'm gonna put it here, I think. And then shield swipe there, and I'll just keep like stone skin over here or something and use it only when needed. So yeah, so that's it. So that's how you get the first 4 pieces of your Gallant armor for Paladin once you've hit level 45, and also earn the ability Spirits Within. So Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.